me ask you this. Something I've tweeted about in recent months as, our country continues to spiral into fucking chaos. It's like, I don't think that it's reasonable to expect America never has a civil war again.
Right.
It's like it's been 150 years or whatever since
Right.
the last one. Is America supposed to last 1,000 years more and it never has a civil war? I mean, it's like World War III never happening. It's like, you really think it's never going to fucking... Is that even a reasonable expectation?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think we're there. I think we're there right now.
Yeah.
I do believe that we're in the beginning stages of war.
Sure.
Right? Because how does everything begin? You mentioned the man of words.
Yeah.
Right? When there's an attack on words, then if you look at True Believer, Eric Hoffer, he was a historian who he documented the rise of Nazism, and he kind of like did it from a psychological perspective. And he says that each one of these movements happen, and there's a particular pattern. There are three types of men. They're the men of words. Thomas Paine is a man of words.
Yeah.
Right?
Common sense.
Right.
Yep.
You got the man of words. You don't go any further until the man of words establishes his point. You get the man of action, which is the next generation, or you could say Washington.
Yeah.
He was the man of action.
Next phase.
Right. Next phase is action. And then you got the man of pragmatic action. And that's like Jefferson.
Okay.
Right. Who's going to all right, now it's all kind of falling apart.
Yep.
We're rising out of the ashes. We got to put things together and live again.
Put together constitutions, documents, frameworks. Yeah,
So I think our generation, and I lump you right there in it, but
yeah.
we're the men of words, right? You got your show here, and we got the event, and we're making YouTube videos, and we got the books.
Yep.
We're the men of words. The next generation, and I don't even know if I could say it's going to be that far of a generation. I think Gen Z is the generation of action.
Yeah.
These are the boys that we're influencing right now, the 21, 22-year-old kids that we're influencing right now with what we're saying.
Yep.
They're taking what we're saying to heart because they're living in it. They were born in this mess.
Yep.
And they're the ones that are going to pick up the guns.
And they have no taste of the old world, too.
Right.
Like, you're old enough to have a taste of the old world. I am, too, to some extent. I remember the 90s pretty well.
Yep.
Right before the world went to shit in the 2000s, early 2001, all that. So, yeah, it's a good point. And I think you're right. Maybe that's why people say that Gen Z is, like, hyper-based and stuff. A lot of them are not. A lot of them are fucking woke retards, especially the chicks, right?
Right.
But some of the young men are, and they're watching us. I did a poll on our channel the other day. I mean, we have data, too, from analytics, but it had, like, 10,000 votes. And overwhelmingly, it was 18 to 25, or 25 was the age range.
Yep.
Like 45% or something fucking crazy. After that, it decreased as it got older. But it was very heavy young men.
They're going to take what we're talking about
seriously,
and they're going to make it happen.
Apply it. Yeah.
Just like the Mujahideen and the Taliban.
Yeah, good
right?
point.
It was like the dads that were like, look, we've been living as farmers. We're living peacefully. We don't like what's going on. We gotta do something about it. And it was their kids that were like, all right, well, we're picking up our arms and we're going to coordinate this battle and we're going to go out there and we're going to fight tooth and limb.
Yeah, I feel bad for these kids too, man. Like, they're going to have to do that. Maybe that's just kind of the way things need to play out. Hard times create strong men create good times. So that whole cycle, right? But they don't even... Michael Foster, I talked to him recently, I mentioned him a couple times. He said that, who knew that the 90s were the last great American decade? Now, I don't think that means indefinitely. I think there is still hope we can turn things around by some mechanism, right? Whatever it ends up being. But these kids have no memory of that. Their whole life has been iPhones and iPads and Android and YouTube, and they've had literally nothing else. I grew up like you, used to even go somewhere. You need fucking directions. You had to call people, shit like that.
Yeah.
Well, my grandma
I think
had a
they're going to get
rotary
sick
phone.
of it.
Yeah.
You see it already with like these camps where they get rid of their technology. Like you go away and they want to be like this generation. A lot of these young men, they love being in the woods.
Yeah.
Like this is the generation that wants to put away the technology because they were born into it.
Yeah.
Right? They have the silver spoon in their mouth.
Yep.
So they're the ones that want to like spit the spoon out and be like, oh, let's get dirty.
Yeah.
So I can totally see what you're saying. And by mere fact of them being called Generation Z, I don't know, man. Like the whole alphabet, we're at the last one. What comes next?
Good point.
This is